Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use tiles on the left. This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Now Johnson on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down. Well, 6th-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Looking to throw. Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results.
Down. Hey, Juke. AT Gator. Down.
This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down, buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
General West. Watch the safety creep. Check. Press down. Lead river.
Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Johnson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect them to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to...
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's hit it.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rodgers. 75 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Pull it high.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it'll be 3rd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Let's go. 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 18 Gator. Come on, boy. Get it.
Johnson on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Got it.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson operating from the gun. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Looking to throw. Johnson. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
You don't want that? You don't want that? Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Johnson now throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, that came a little... Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we had the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it is a lovely night here in the Midwest, so the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Johnson off the play fake. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Caught left side by Hilton. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Here's Johnson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ready.
58, come on. You ready, Rick? You ready, Rick?
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Johnson. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Check 99.
Off the play fake. Johnson. He'll have a first down. It's the And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2nd and 11. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Back to throw. Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Ready up. Bravo.
Check, check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check three. Hey, left 3.
Ready.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Hey, let's go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
60 or.
They'll try and run with Ware. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Johnson on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. Rodgers brings it in. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 78 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
On the set. Hard.
Got deep. Wide.
Get it.
Here's Johnson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Got him.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. You got nothing to do.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Johnson flush to his right. Finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Johnson now, operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now Johnson throwing on first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
So many.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
59, Mike to 59. Coming this way.
Johnson on first and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go with a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to...
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Here we go. Check. 70, Indy.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Johnson on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Oh, yeah. Hey, exit. 5.
From the gun, Johnson. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Johnson now to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Break. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.
Ready?
Check. 59. Here we go.
Now Johnson throwing on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups. But the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Can't you stop? Coaching Bill.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Get ready. No.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Mack, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Ready, break.
57, Mike 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first down, it's Mack. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Johnson from the gun. He'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the...
Ready? Go! 15 line. 15 line.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the catch made by Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Johnson. He's going to go up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 28 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Two playoff teams tussle in Carson. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the two wildcard teams from the AFC last year meet in the opener, as we'll see the Indianapolis Colts take on the LA Chargers. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games going on. But first, we're off to Southern California. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect him to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their...
And a loose football, and picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before.
Down. And 2 stop. Let's go, dude. It's going to be a long day. Fight.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Johnson now operating from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and get away.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, what a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Stand off.
Now Johnson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Looking to throw. Johnson over the middle. Rodgers has it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Ready.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And now look at him go. The 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We just saw that's a...
18 Gator. Hey, high 7.
Johnson throwing after the interception. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Johnson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson. It's caught by Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Johnson. Buying time to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
six, pull it high.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Man, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Big grip.
Johnson now throwing on first down. Ebron's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
80 weapons. Get it.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where there's...
Go now. 30 base.
Single.
Now Johnson on first and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Mack, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Ready? 18 Gator.
57. Watch the curl.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Back to throw. Johnson being chased out left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I can't believe they even let you down.
Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The versatility of Derwin James comes right into play there. Whether he's playing deep safety or playing close to the line of scrimmage, always a threat to get around the ball carrier and put him on the ground. The surprise to me on draft night that he left.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Johnson now throwing on 3rd and long.
That's his second.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram dropping the...
Get off the train track.
And up, 8, read. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Now Johnson on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Looking to throw. Johnson, and nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 30.
Let's go. 10 logo.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
Johnson throwing on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Here's Johnson operating from the gun. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Johnson now to throw again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Here we go. The 18 Gator. Hey, dude. 5.
Back to throw. Johnson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still... So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on E.
Hey, foxtrot. Get that quarterback.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. Funches has it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21.
90 Wolf.
Here's Johnson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, 6th-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day 1, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown has played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris, and I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number undrafted free agents, so you never know what you're going to get.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Colts football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Go.
2nd and 3. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the...
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 59.
On first down, Johnson over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson now, off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
60 or. Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Johnson. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, Walt.
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
Here we go. 18 Gator. Get in the right with it. Let's go.
Now Johnson throwing on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a run with Mack. And that closed up quickly there as he gets up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football.
60 Pittsburgh. You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Johnson, looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mack. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw on second down. Johnson punches with a catch over the middle. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever
Down. 70, Indy. Ready?
Johnson now on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Throw complete there. Rodgers. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Greystone, Travis.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Back to throw. Johnson, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle.
Ready. Can't shoot stuff. All day, defense, all day. Go.
Now Johnson on 1st down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Hustle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Offside. Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
60, Pittsburgh. 55.
Here's Johnson operating from the gun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check safety, check safety.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this 2nd half. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
All day, dog. Check, check. Lucky.
Johnson now throwing on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Johnson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot.
Can two-star.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Johnson. 1st and 10. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Mack, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
You got it. You got it. You got it. On the ready.
Check, 59, 59.
Hey, team stick. Team stick.
Johnson on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Ready, set. Hey, lock it. General West. No.
Here's Johnson throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Johnson. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs.
That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go right back to Mack. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get...
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here at Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Exit.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing on first down. Johnson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Go now. 8-3.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Switch.
5.
Now Johnson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Target.
Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. Rolling to his right. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. With your 6th-round pick, not many expect them to jump right in and contribute, but he's done a pretty nice job.
As a 6th-round pick, you'll come in and just work harder. That's part of what goes into it because you want to prove you should have been picked higher. But we've seen 6th-round picks come in and play very well in this league. He will have the same opportunity.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
59, like the 59. Oh, here we go.
Here's Johnson on first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. 2nd and 15.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be a loss.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
30 base.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Johnson now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, Johnson. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there. They're on a roll. It's another first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a carry from Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Johnson flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run with Mack. And an alley to run.
Let's go, baby.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football into the middle of the...
Go now. Roll out. 70. Indy. Pilot. 64. Weak. I'm going.
On first down, Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the
and catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it will help them at contract time.
Now Johnson from the gun on third down. Ebron's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Johnson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Flush to his right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns.
Ready? Hey, Sam off! Army. Under 10, 10. Now.
Johnson throwing on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tyler Davison in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Look at me. Door.
So they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So we hit halftime here. And we will skip.
still whining.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Single.
Ready?
Johnson now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check now.
Now Johnson operating from the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases.
That's our ball.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Pick up the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready? Hey, Johnson. 70, Indy.
He's coming. Double up.
Get it.
Johnson throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Got it.
Mark 27. I'm going to run you over.
On 1st down, Johnson, and an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Hey, let's go.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Come on.
Single.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Johnson now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Johnson going to throw again. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Back to throw. Johnson. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Johnson throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays.
Ready. Hey, 2.
On deck, pump. Check 1 and 2.
Here's Johnson on first down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
On the set. General West.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Johnson now operating from the gun. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Not today.
Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcon 16.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Hey, they're scared.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on.
Ready? Go! Go! 18 Gator.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert
2.
Now Johnson throwing on first down. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Takk McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnson, Ebron with it over the middle. 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on it.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, gee.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ricky.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile,
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
all right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in.
Here we go. 8 reads.
And don't say nothing.
Johnson now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down from his linebacker spot. Vontae.
Come on, set. Head logo. Ready?
On first and 10, Johnson. Flushed out right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards, first down completion. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. Very, very strong. Well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Second and 6. Open man is Darius Fountain. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Marlon Mack. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Johnson throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Johnson flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Blue draw quarter.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, working him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover? Corner, safety, linebacker. He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Johnson operating from the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Single.
Snap.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 84 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
54. Here we go, let's bring
Dude.
Johnson now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Now Johnson throwing on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson, and incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Johnson steps away to his left. 11 yards there, 1st down. Johnson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Down. 60-or.
Mike, 54.
Ready?
Here's Johnson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But
Let it.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Go.
now Johnson operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to...
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
I got you, son.
Hit it.
Johnson throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Pushing his way through, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
On the set. Hey, Charlie.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Back.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Johnson now to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. To throw on 3rd down. Johnson flushed out right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Going to be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Go, Chicago. Get the oar.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Johnson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Johnson going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Touchdown, Colts.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Fair. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Johnson flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Johnson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Ready? X3, 218, chop.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vontaze Burfict picks up his second sack.
Okay, ready?
59. Mike's 59. All you get is a headache.
Johnson now throwing on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
18,
Looking to throw. Johnson. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Check.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down